Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me explain something to you. The ages past, we had parties. We didn't have internet, we had newspapers, and the word got around, and we had television and media, and political parties grew. We got these two parties, the Republican and the Democrat Party. The Republican Party being the party of Lincoln, the GOP, the Grand Old Party, and the Dixiecrat Party that basically was the South and the North from time past. But both parties were money, big money. The Democrats are rich millionaires. That's not to say I don't have anything against millionaires, but you see, they're their own little clique, their own little club. Same thing with the Republicans, though, right? And once you're in a party, there has to be party heads like Mitt Romney, you know. So we have Donald Trump in there, and we love Donald Trump. We all love Donald Trump, but we could see all the swamp rats around him. Why? Because the party has got all this money. They were paid by all these special interest groups, and nobody's interest is for the people. So this new party that I've heard, this party that I've heard of, the Patriot Party in Arizona and New Mexico, that you could join, is the same type of party with great ideas. I've seen it. They want to get back to the Constitution, and I would be excited about it. Well, let me explain something to you. It's still a party, which means if you send money to it, it will become a head of the party. There will be people in the party that collect money, lobbyists, money. People will want to infiltrate it, like George Soros. This happened already to the Republican and Democrat Party over the years. It's not the same party it used to be. So how do we get around that if we make a new party or a new idea? How about the party that ends all parties? What do I mean by that? In other words, a party that's not a party that's air. Oh, well, how will we get on the ballot? We'll have to register in all these states. Ever heard of a write-in? Well, but how will we have any influence? It's called growing. See, this whole Patriot Party, and I love the lion because, you know what? We were arguing about whether a lion or an eagle, And I'm like, but the lion roars and the silent majority needs to open its mouth. It goes great with Parler because it's like the people want to talk. Every time you echo, you roar. I love it. I really do. But let me explain something. The more you roar, the more you echo, the more you grow the idea. The more you become a body, an influential body. So you don't give any money to it. It doesn't have any leaders, so it can't be taken over or bought. Oh, well, somebody will just patent it like the other Patriot Party down the road. But that's the beauty of it. The people who understand what the Patriot Party USA really is will never hand any money to it. Well, how do the candidates get the money? Well, you take the money out of your pocket and you send it directly to the candidates that we find. How do we find the candidates? Well, we grow and grow and grow and grow. And the bigger we grow, the more they want to talk to us. The more we want to put candidates up against people like Lindsey Graham and Nancy Pelosi. Well, but how do we support them? Well, first thing we do is we want a couple of things from them. We want total transparency. Where are they getting their money? Two, we want a checklist of what they're going to do. And when we give them a platform, if they do not follow the platform, we want the right to rescind them, impeach them by petition. Oh, well, those laws aren't in place now. We'll get them in place. You get it? You see, we'll make them, it's the government for the people. We the people's party. So what about all these other ones that aren't organized parties? Well, the bigger we get and the more we talk to people, the more people are turned off by parties anyway. If you were to give them this video that I'm making right now and explain to them exactly what parties are and how they get control, and all of a sudden they get out of hand, they become these big giant monsters. The first thing you'll do is you'll convince people that you do not want to support anything that's on the ballot. So if this party gets in here or this party gets in there, you'll go, no, we're not going to vote for them. We're going to write our candidate in. Well, then you got to get everybody to write your candidate in. Yep, that's exactly it. And we tell everybody, look, defund all the rest of it because Democrat, Republican have been taken over. Democrats aren't happy with their party. They're mad. They want to do the same thing as Republicans do. You understand? The parties are over. The party's over. It's time to start the party that ends all parties. The Patriot Party USA. Oh, but what about the law? What about copyrights? Non-existent. Why? Because we're just air. You can't sue us. There's no party head to sue. You can't do anything to us. It's beautiful. But what about our causes and our special interests? That's a good question. I think, and what's our platform? We're supposed to have a platform. How is that supposed to go? Well, it's called growing it and growing. There's a lot of like-minded people out here. And the idea is to give them informed decisions instead of what these CNN and other parties are pushing their agendas. We're pushing the truth. So we have debate, and people will agree upon what they agree upon. And they will agree upon according to what the candidates are, because we'll know who they are, because they will be talking to us of who they're going to put their money on or put their vote in. So anyway, I can only make very short videos, but there's more to this, a lot more. God bless.